What's up, you guys? It is Brynley and Honey. We just pulled up to work. Honey's coming with me today. But today I want to talk about my new job. So I started a new job about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. And it is a director of nursing job. And I've gotten a lot of questions about what it entails, so I'm actually going to bring you into work and kind of show you what I do on a daily basis, and yeah, just kind of explain my new job. So we are going to head into work and I'm going to show you what I do. First of all, this is where I work. It is so pretty and such a pretty area. I love it, and it has such good views. Okay, so I just got into my office. I'm sorry, the lighting is terrible in here. But first things first, when I get to the office, I always have some breakfast. You guys know we love Built Bars so much. They are so good. I start my morning off with these every day because they are just too good to be true. I'm gonna read you the nutrition facts because it is amazing. So, 150 calories and 15 grams of protein. Yeah, they're that good. And they don't taste like a regular protein bar. They are amazing. They literally taste like a chocolate bar. So this flavor is coconut brownie chunk. It's one of my favorites. You can just see got such a good texture and it's so yummy. So I'm gonna sit and enjoy this, and then I will give you the tour of my office and talk about what I do. Okay, so this is the lovely office that me and the nurse assistant have. I still need to decorate my desk. It's kind of crazy. We've got Honey here. She is such a good girl when we come. But, so this is where I work. Super exciting. Got all our supplies back here. It's a little bit smaller. But yeah, this is my office. So this lovely place I work at is a recovery center for alcohol and substance use disorder. We've got a 16-bed capacity. So 16 patients can be here at a time, so it's a little bit smaller. They are wanting to expand here in the near future. But these patients, which I think is super cool, they really target first responders. So first responders are like nurses, doctors, firefighters, policemen, all those people who are amazing in healthcare, who have trauma from what they've seen in their career or stress of the job that had led them to their addiction. So they really target therapy for first responders and really focus on trauma, which I think is amazing. I really respect the patients here, and they really respect everyone. So it's a really good community of recovery. So this, like the whole recovery is about 30 to 90 days. So they're here for a minimum of 30 and for a maximum of 90. Sorry, Honey is chewing on her bone down there. So she's being super loud. But so they come here voluntarily. It's not anything like any psych that I have done in the past, like any addiction and substance abuse patients I've had in the past, like in the ER, we could not let them leave. Here, they can leave whenever they want. It's really about them wanting treatment rather than having to get it. There are rare circumstances where they're like court mandated that they need to be here, but most of the time they can leave whenever they want. And I think that that is such a good and important thing to have, because it allows them to take responsibility for their actions and for where they want to be. And it's really awesome because my other job, you guys probably know, I worked in the ER where like patient would come in and we either discharge them home, we send them somewhere else, or we admit them to the hospital. We don't get to see the progression of how their treatment lays out or if they get better or not. So it's really cool to see a patient from start to finish and see how well they progress. And it is amazing. This place is top notch, and the therapists and staff and everyone are amazing. It's a really great work community. So I'm super grateful for this opportunity to work here. So on my side of it, so I am the director of nursing, and it's me and a CNA. So I am technically the only nurse, but I'm technically the director. So I still do nurse skills, I still give shots, I still draw blood, I still give meds, I still do vital signs, all those things. But I also help manage and coordinate protocols, and they're really gonna crack down with Joint Commission here in the near future. So I'm in charge of getting all that together. I talk with pharmacies, I talk with insurances, we fill out paperwork for like excuse from work, return to work. So I kind of do both, and I really love it. So with new intakes and everything, like when a new patient comes in, we do a full nursing assessment and we COVID test them, we do all these other tests. And that's when I probably do my most nursing skills. And then we give like Vivitrol shots here and there. But I'm really enjoying it because I get to still do my nursing skills, and I get to do the managing and directing and figuring stuff out skills, which is where I want to end up with my career. So within the next year or so, I'm gonna go to nurse practitioner school. And nurse practitioner, you really got to take direction and, not direction, how am I supposed to say this? You really got to take charge in what you're doing, manage care. You're gonna be prescribing things, and you're gonna be on the management side rather than the nursing skill side. And this job is more in line with that. I could see myself being a nurse practitioner and overseeing this facility in a few years. So it was a really hard decision to move from the ER to this job, because I love the ER. It's fast paced, it's fun. I loved everyone I worked there. I still miss it because I think my true love will be the ER always. But long term, it wasn't in line with my career. So I kind of had to grow up a little bit and be like, okay, where do I want to end up? And being a mom in the future and, you know, having 4 or 5 kids, I don't feel like the ER is a good place to do that, because it is so fast paced. You work nights, you work weekends, you work every holiday. So I just had to think future wise. And then same with like my nurse practitioner future. I wouldn't want to be a nurse practitioner in the ER. I would definitely just want to stay a nurse if I stayed in that department. So this job is a lot more in line where I want to end up and my future. So I'm super grateful for this opportunity. It all happened really fast. So I found out about this job through a family friend, and so I was like, oh, I'll just interview and see what happens. I was super happy with where I was in the ER. Like I wasn't burnt out or anything, and I honestly didn't want to leave. So I was like, yeah, let's just see what happens. So I came here and I interviewed and I like left and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't really know if like they're looking for someone super young to be the director of nursing and whatnot. So I kind of left just like, whatever. Like a week later, the CEO was like, hey, can I reach out to your references? I'm like, yep, perfect. So he calls my references. He calls me back and says like, your references raved about you. Like, they think you are amazing. And these are just past employers or friends, like family friends. And they really talked me up. And for my interview and from my references, what they said, he's like, we want to offer you this job. And I was just like thrown off a bit. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, can I get the weekend to think about it? I really didn't want to leave the comfortable environment I was in. I'm very much about being comfortable, and I think everyone is. I didn't really want to be pushed outside my comfort zone. So I was really leaning towards like, I'll just stay in the ER, like something else will come along. And then me and Donnie were talking and this feeling just came to me like, this is my career. So the ER was more of a job. This is more of a career. And it was kind of hard to be like, do I need to make that jump right now? Like, I'm so young, but I'm also like, I just need to take advantage of it. And there's always a chance that I could be super unhappy down the road and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can go find another job. But it's not looking like that because I really love it here. I really enjoy the hours. I feel like a normal human. I don't know nurses that are watching this, but going from floor nursing, working nights, working pretty much like every other weekend, working a ton of holidays, if you switched from the clinic side, how freaking awesome is it? So my hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 3. And there are rare circumstances where there's an intake on the weekends. And typically the CNA who I work with is awesome. She's good at coming in because she's here local. My drive is about like 40 minutes. So most of the time I don't need to come in on the weekends, which is super nice. And then just having a normal work schedule and working with or being the same schedule as Donnie is huge. Like, I can't even tell you. It's so nice. And I feel like not a zombie. I'm happier. I'm not groggy all the time. So I really like it. But I'm still PRN at the ER, so I can kind of pick up shifts as needed. And yeah, I haven't had the urge to pick up a shift yet. I do miss the people there and I miss the atmosphere. So hopefully I'll pick up a shift soon, but I think I'm good for now, which is nice. So I really love this job and I'm super happy I made the decision to come here. And I just know that I'm gonna grow a lot within this company. So it's super exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking your ears off about this new job. I've gotten a ton of questions about it, so I just wanted to jump on here and explain that to you guys. But Honey's just gonna be my pal today. It's a little bit slow of a day. The patients are gone to like a workshop all day, so it's just gonna be me and Honey and doing some paperwork and charting and ordering stuff and all the fun things. But make sure you use the link to get a discount off some Built Bars. They are the best. Make sure you order as many as you can. I always say and suggest to get the mix box. You can try all the flavors and find out which one's your favorite and then order a bunch of those. But they are all amazing and they are always coming out with the best flavors. So use the link in our description and get your Built Bars. But thanks for watching, guys.